Stephen A. Smith here giving you guys the week 9 recap. You guys know how we do everything. We're going to let everything loads up and then we'll get started. So once it loads, we'll see what they say for the recap and then we'll get going.
Halfway home. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen here, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for week number 9. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin in Santa Clara. The Niners at home to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's Jordan Watkins. He's going to look this one in, and he'll take it from there. 58 yards for the score. The Niners move to 7-2 as they get the win here. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We're looking on the Rams. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints. And here's the Saints wideout. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Saints win their 4th straight as they get the victory.
Saints been rolling.
Lastly, let's go to Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers taking on the Houston Texans. It's the former Buckeye, Will Howard. He connects on the touchdown pass 18 yards away. The Steelers are getting hot. It's a 3rd straight win, and they take this one in style. That'll do it for us. Until
why
next
did they
week,
give him
Scott
DK
Hansen in Orlando.
Metcalf?
Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
All right, so this is our week 9 recap. We'll go ahead and check the incentives first. And then, wow, we have somebody play 5 times. So let's see. Incentive check, away team. Yeah, Miami never really bad to play his games. But I know the away got the win. Away, and then just couldn't get it done. Same thing with the Giants. They never able to play. We never have had a full week where everybody have played their games. I think that would be nice. Let's start with the game of the week. We had a lot of interviews this week. Let's see. Let me get to it. Game of the week we had somebody want to know about playing. Let me see. I think the Steelers want to play us now. So let's go ahead and knock this out quick. Game of the week we had was Bears and the Panthers. All right. So I did interview both guys. I want to say complete dominance, though. Okay, so the Steelers want to play. Let me see. Let me let them know. Just give me about... Hold on, man. It's hard to be a Stephen A, man. You have to be able to give recaps, and you have to be able to play your games. All right, so we got the Browns. All right, so we didn't interview the Browns. Panthers. Let's see if we interviewed Panthers. All right, so we didn't interview neither guy, but it was complete dominance, 49-24. Turnover battle was 1-2. Player stats, Caleb Williams, 3 TDs, 1 interception. Bryce Young, 321, 3 TDs, 1 interception. Blake Horvath, one of the top runners for the Rookie of the Year, 3 TDs, monster game. Wide receivers really didn't do too much. I mean, you had 2 guys potentially could have had 100 yards receiving. Good stats for those guys, I guess you could say. You know, Stephen A is so used to having big numbers. So maybe that's pretty good. 2 guys almost over 100 yards. Defensively, they exchanged 2 interceptions. Really came down to protecting the ball and the time of possession. Bears was able to win 49-24. Next up we had was the Chargers and the Dolphins. I definitely need to get a hold of the Chargers. They won 49-31. Taking a look at the turnover battle, it was 2-2. Time of possession, we had 19-20. Justin Herbert, 266, 4 TDs, no interceptions. That's a very, very good stat line right there. Tua Tagovailoa, he had 319, 3 TDs, and then one interception. Let's see if we had any of those guys speak out. I don't think we did. All right, cool. But we definitely will get them next week. Rushing wise, 111. That's some good stuff by Raheem Sanders. And then Amari and Hampton. So Amari and Hampton, that's great. That's great right there. This is probably one of the best rushing performances this season. Just about having two guys do that. I think I've seen that before. Wide receivers, tight end, Tanner had 6 receptions, 119. Had some guys with some catches, 3 different guys. Well, Jalen Waddle had a touchdown. Rondé Gatson, tight end. This kid is a beast in real life. He had a touchdown. Tyreek Hill had a touchdown. And then this kid right here had a touchdown as well. While we had Raheem Sanders had a touchdown as well. So he should be player of the week based off of what I've seen so far, but we will see. I'm going to remember that. Raheem Sanders. Moving on. The Ravens and the Broncos. Ravens won this one 31-27. Ravens. Okay, so we gave the Ravens a break and we gave the Broncos a break. 31-27. Turnover battle was 2-3. Surprised they still won the game, turning it over the most. Not a usual category that we usually see when it comes to football. 4 TDs, 2 interceptions came from Drew Aller, and then you got Lamar Jackson coming back from injury, second week in a row where he's been healthy. 374, 3 TDs, 2 interceptions. Neither side really ran the ball as well. Eric Singleton Jr. should be a front runner to win the Rookie of the Year. Been dominating all season. And then 2 interceptions came from Trent Simpson. And then Broncos had 2 interceptions from 2 different guys. But the Ravens was able to win. That was a big time win right there, 31-27. Of course, we had to chime in with the Colts. We didn't interview the Patriots. We haven't interviewed them all season because they're not eligible. I guess it's just by choice. He never really gave me his payment information. He turned the ball over 3 times, 3-0. I did interview Absolution after the game, and let's take a listen to hear what he had to say.
Hi, Stephen A. Thanks for the interview. Very impressed with the team's domination today against the Patriots. I've been speaking highly on Jaheim White, like you said, and today he had a breakout game, multiple huge runs, ended with over 160 yards on the ground. Jonathan Taylor, who won the Running Back of the Year award last year in the AFC, had 100 on the ground as well. He also had 100 receiving. Just being able to open up the offense more with the 2 backs has been great because people have been just dropping a lot back into coverage to stop A.J. Brown, Josh Downs, Tyler Warren. So being able to hit those guys out of the backfield, run a little bit more of a college offense, we're seeing the results of it. Anthony Richardson's playing extremely well. He has 30 touchdown passes on the year, only 2 interceptions. And we're making this push to try to get to the 2nd seed after the sim loss against Burt and the Chargers. So hoping to at least sneak in with the 2nd seed. The win over the Patriots will definitely help with that. We just stay moving the rest of the way. We should lock it up. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. Anthony Richardson been playing very, very good football. He is the front runner to win MVP as of right now. So that is something we will keep our eyes on as the season continues to go. Coach is dominating once again. Next up we had was the Titans and the Eagles. Didn't interview neither one of those guys, I don't think. That is Titans Titans and Eagles. Eagles is a new kid on the block, so I got to make sure I get his information. But Titans won 24-7. They are in a dogfight right now with the Cowboys. I will get that for the Titans, the week 10 recap. 1-3, they won a turnover battle, 183, 1 TD, 1 interception. Lenore Sellers, 3 interceptions under the new head coach for the Eagles. Darius Taylor, 191. That's great stuff right there. That's another rookie that has had some success all year. Wide receiver category, nobody really standing out to me. Maybe Barry and Brown, 5 receptions, 68 yards. Donnie Mitchell, a few names just to throw out there. Tackles, 10 tackles by Tyson Dodge. Defense definitely flying around to the football. We also had 4 sacks coming in right there. 3 came in from the Titans defense. And then I think they was able to have some interceptions, some turnovers. So this is how you win games right there. So shout out to them Titans for getting a chance to make some plays on the defensive side of the ball and also holding the Eagles under 7 points, 10 points. That's great. That's great stuff. Next up we had was the Saints and the Rams. New head coach back for the Rams. Saints won 38-24. No score in the first half. First time we've seen that all cycle. One turnover, 1-2. Time of possession. Saints won that. 231, 3 TDs, no interception. Matthew Stafford, 366, 3 TDs, 1 interception. A lot of rushing yards right here coming from Jamel Haynes. This kid been running well. We having a lot of rookies dominate and showcase their talents this year, along with this wide receiver rookie from Penn State, 98 yards, 2 TDs. This is what you want to see. I also had a guy with 11 tackles and also an interception coming in from his rookie. So the Saints definitely have their rookies showcasing their talents and helping the team win some games. That's great right there. That says a lot about Stephen A. Smith overlooking the Saints. You know, I didn't choose the Saints to have the best draft. And so I think they're showing us that we overlooked them and we got to do better when we make those selections. Next up we had was the 49ers and the Chiefs. I think I gave, we did interview the 49ers. So I know you guys tired of listening to me. So let's hear what the 49ers had to say.
Hey, good day, Stephen A. Thanks for having me. Yeah, coming off another big win. Definitely happy for that. The guys played hard. It was a good game. It's always tough going against the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, those guys beat us 2 times in the Super Bowl, so anytime we get a chance to kind of get a little bit of payback, we got to take it out. The defense played extremely well, like you said. We only gave up 179 total yards to the offense, which is a great feat to keep them under 200 yards. He got most of that on the ground with his Russian attack with Carson Steele. But we still managed to keep him under 100 rush yards and 100 pass yards. So I can't be mad with the results, and under 10 first downs also. We did give the ball away 2 times, like you said, but we took it away 2 times too, so kind of evened out there. Brock played well again. He's been having a great season. In my mind, he definitely should be up there in the MVP conversation with the season he's put together so far. He's definitely been one of the top quarterbacks in the league in my eyes. In terms of completion percentages and TDs to interception ratio this year, he really turned it around as compared to last year. So he hopes to keep that going for the rest of the season. In the run game, we managed to run the ball a bit. It didn't log a lot of volume, but it was pretty effective. Both my running backs averaging over 5 yards per carry. McCaffrey found the end zone once. Ricky Pearsall and Jordan Watkins He's really my second year player. He's having some good games now since I traded Ayuk. So he's gonna really have to step up for me. He caught a big pass early for my first touchdown, and so looking forward to how he's gonna complement this offense and stretch the field a little bit. But the defense balled out, man. The game ball goes to the defense for sure. Those guys really played big on that side of the ball, and looking forward to the rest of the season. Thanks for having me.
So you guys heard the 49ers speak out about Brock Purdy, and he's made some statements. He want to see him in the MVP race, but as of right now, Brock Purdy is not part of the MVP race. There's a lot of great quarterbacks, which is why Mike wants to adjust some things. But moving on, we had the Steelers, who we play in a second. I got to make sure he haven't responded back. He wanted to play tonight, but it looks like it might be. We'll see what he do. But he won 34-7. He won big time. Flybaby Gaming just could not get anything going. I didn't interview Flybaby Gaming in this one. But as we can see, 34-7, just complete domination. 4 turnovers, 4-1. Will Howard, 237, 2 TDs. Slowly coming along as the season progressed. Neither side ran the ball well. Nico Collins was Nico Collins, one of the best receivers of this whole entire cycle. 5 receptions, 81 yards, 1 TD. A straight monster. I hate playing against Nico. Defensively, a lot of tackles. What, 28 tackles from the first 3 guys for the Texans. Oh, wow. We had a lot of sacks in this one. TJ Watt had 2. This rookie kid right here, 6'3", Reuben Bain Jr. had 1.5. Alex Highsmith had 1. Derek Harmon had a sack. Daniel Hunter, he had 1. And then we had a guy, Keontae Hamilton, with half a sack. Patrick Queen had 2 interceptions. Mike linebacker, C.J. Gardner, former Eagle, had an interception. Jalen Ramsey had an interception along with DeMar Hamlin. So it was a lot of defense in that one. But you have to give your credit to the Steelers. We got a tough task. Speaking of the Steelers, that's coming up. Hopefully he want to play tonight, but we will see. Moving on, Cowboys, they won against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 50-38. We saw a lot of Colorado quarterback Kaidon Salter in this one. I was a little bit surprised. My biggest question was, will we see this moving forward? Because it looks like Baker Mayfield did not get a lot of, well, he got 19 passing attempts, but it seems like Kaidon Salter had most of the game, but he didn't do too much. So maybe, I don't know. Let's see what he had to say.
What's going on, Stephen A, man? Hope everything's going good with you, man. Let's jump right into it. As far as now, in the remainder of the season, Kaidon Salters will be the starting quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I just made this decision based off last game. I feel like Baker just having a tough time right now. Completing passes and moving his offense, getting his offense a rhythm. And Kaidon Salters is having more rhythm than Baker right now. So we just got to go with what works. Even though we lost that game, man, it's just been an up and down season for us, man. We got 5 losses versus we only had 1 loss in the regular season last year. So, it's just tough, man. It's very tough. We don't have an identity right now. So we're halfway through the season. The season's not over for us. The division is still up for grabs as far as I'm concerned. And we just got to take it one game at a time. But yes, you heard it here first. Kaidon Salters will be the starting quarterback moving forward.
All right, so you guys heard the Buccaneers speaking out after the loss to the Cowboys, and they say they still open, and they're right. They're only 2 games behind the Saints. They can still find their way in. It's not over quite. 2-2 in the division as far as their record. So I mean, it's still open. But we will see how things move on. But big breaking news right there. So I will make that announcement is that Baker Mayfield has lost his position to Kaidon Salter. So that is something to look into as we get towards his career, at the end of his career, or see how things go. You guys know on this show, man, we cover everything. Cowboys, they've been very high of their rookies. They feel like they've been kind of under. They kind of feel like they've been under looked upon when it comes to their rookies. And I did interview him. He was very, very excited to see his guys perform very well, led by rookie running back Claiborne.
Thank you for having me, Stephen A. To answer that question, what were we thinking about in the last moments? He asked if 45 seconds was going through the mind of the coach. He said we could have kneeled the ball 2 times.
Yeah, let me catch you guys up real quick. The Cowboys could have literally late in the game, fourth quarter, like 58 seconds left. Tampa Bay had 1 timeout, first down. All Dallas had to do, the game was tied up. All Dallas had to do was take a knee, kick a field goal, and you win the game. A lot of controversy after the game. The fans, the Dallas Cowboys community in the comments were like, why did you not just take a knee and set up for a field goal? So this was the question that I had that he's talking about. So I just wanted to make sure you guys understood what was happening.
Thank you for having me, Stephen A. To answer that question, what were we thinking about in the last moments? He asked if 45 seconds was going through the mind of the coach. He said we could have kneeled the ball 2 times. The opponent had 1 timeout, could get the field goal, win the game. Instead, we decided to hand the ball off, and he broke a couple tackles, and we scored a touchdown, leaving 30-something seconds on the field for the other opponent. We didn't trust Madden in that moment. To answer that question, we didn't trust Madden in that moment. We felt that if we kneeled the ball, the time was going to just fly down to 0 with a quick fly down, and we wouldn't be able to call timeout quick enough to catch it, or something stupid happened. So we didn't even want to put ourselves in that predicament. And as a gamer and a coaching perspective, we wanted to get that touchdown or that field goal right then. If we would have not got the run in, we're going to get the field goal the next play after they used their last timeout. But since we got a touchdown, either way, we were very intrigued to see how our defense was going to handle that situation. It was nice to put our defense in that type of situation, to have them overcome that and know that they have the ability to make those stops in the future. As far as the game, man, hey, man, we felt good. We felt like the defense had a quarterback switching going on over there. Baker Mayfield started it. Then Kate Salter came in to try to seal the deal. We feel like he should have stayed in because he was playing pretty good. Subbed in Baker Mayfield to throw an interception to end the game. He didn't trust Salter to do that game-winning drive. He gave it to Baker Mayfield. And, that ultimately gave us the win. Our defense came up on top. As far as our rookies did pretty good. Claiborne had 191 on the ground. They did pretty good out there, man. Blue came in, didn't seem like he did much, but he had 8 rushing for 90 yards as well. Good on the ground, showing how we, number 1 rushing team in the league. And, we happy with our guys, man, but it's just one game. Tough opponent, great opponent. We always have close games to the wire, man, but we gotta go to next week, man, and start getting ready to think about the next opponent, man, and, take it one game at a time. Thank you for having us, Steph, man. Thank you for having us.
Great stuff right there from the Cowboys. I understand his perspective. He did not want to risk taking a knee. Buccaneers call a timeout, run a time down. I've seen numerous times where the accelerated clock goes and now you're in overtime. And then you can also risk a field goal block as well. So I think Absolution can attest to that. So we have blocked a field goal kick, and it was actually by luck. Things like that definitely happens in Madden. And I can understand wanting to seal the deal your own without just taking a field goal and putting it on a kicker. So great stuff right there coming from the Cowboys. Next up we had was Z the Truth. He won this one 49-17. We did interview Z the Truth, so let's take a listen to chime in and see how he felt after the win against the Vikings. I would like for other guys to give me their information, man. We can get more teams interviews because I'm only paying guys that participate in the show. So just letting you guys know that.
What's going on, Stephen? Yeah, we played the Vikings. The interesting defense played a little better, but we're still trying to figure it out. Tank Bigsby, I was glad to pick that guy up. I seen him over there on Jacksonville. Y'all got a stable running backs. Yeah, I didn't want him. He's actually my second string. I actually use him more than my second string guy. I was happy to get him. I was surprised I seen him there, but great addition to the team. I really do love him. Hard running back. He gets in, gets out, catches, runs. So, it's not a bad guy to have. We passed the ball around, but we didn't pass it as much as I would like to. We got to get our passing game back on. Running game did good. And like I said, we had an overall good game, but hopefully we can get better. Thanks.
Great information right there. And yes, he did take Tank Bigsby from us. He was our third string running back. And we just loaded over here, man. We got a lot of talent. Unfortunately, we can't keep all the running backs. But I'm happy the kid went over to Green Bay and still have some success. No bad blood with the Jags and Bigsby. Moving on, Koopy, he won this game 35-14. Just last week he was talking about the unfortunate situation when it comes to just not being able to play good defense. And this game he was able to play some defense. So let's see if that was enough for him to be very pleased in his defensive game.
Yeah, I think defense has been a common theme for everyone's discussion lately. Maybe the new patch woke up my defensive line. James Pierce seemed to be finally getting some pressure, which I would expect him to be getting all year, maybe even the past 2 years. And he hasn't really done much for being a superstar. Everyone really played well. Kyle Pitts had a really good game. Penix had a good game. Bijan had a good game. Even Algier had a good game in the relief role for Bijan, just trying to manage wear and tear. Felt like I spread the ball out well. Defense was getting pressure. We were making stops. Had a couple turnovers. So we'll see if it keeps up moving forward. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you, Koopy. Great stuff right there. I definitely think that patch is going to help a lot of us play better defense. Hopefully Stephen A. Smith is not the last defensive skilled guy in the league. Hopefully I can play better defense. Top performers on the top right, we see Shedeur Sanders, Justin Herbert, Drake May. Next up, we got Josh Jacobs, Claiborne, and Horvath. Barry and Brown, Eric Singleton Jr., rookie receiver, and then Nico Collins, top three. I'm learning these names, man, as I keep giving you guys these recaps. If I don't know their first names, I call them by their last names, so I'm trying to get better at that. But anyway, we got Williams, Gary, TJ Watt, top three in sacks. Wright, Thornhill, and Simpson. As far as the interceptions, then you got Wilson, Curl, and Sanders as far as tackles. I cannot wait to see Wilson get that 100-yard tackle, man. I think that's going to be huge. Wilson is 3 tackles away. Taking a look at the standings, AFC North right now, Ravens and the Steelers, but you still got the Browns and the Bengals pretty much wide open. AFC South, Jags moved up a little bit coming from that suspension, that 2-game suspension, and they're able to hump up a little bit, and we're trying to fight our way back into this thing, man, at least getting that wild card. But right now you got the Colts and the Titans being a favorite right now. Division records 2-2. I love the challenge, though, man. I don't feel any type of way about those 2 games. It just allowed me to, be in a situation where seeing what it's like when real NFL teams are low and are trying to fight their way back. So I actually like that, man. It's pretty cool. AFC East, you got the Patriots, Jets, Dolphins, and Bills, with the Jets being 3 games behind the Patriots. Chargers, undefeated still. Raiders, Broncos, Chiefs, technically, mathematically, they NFC North, you got the Bears. So right now we got the Bears, Chargers undefeated. Packers 3 game back. NFC South, pretty wide open. As I said before when we interviewed the Buccaneers, this thing is going to go down to the final few games. Everything is still wide open, as you guys can see. NFC East, you got the Giants ahead of the Cowboys. Cowboys are slowly moving up in the NFC East. Technically, Giants, Cowboys, division record 2-0. So technically, the Cowboys after this week should be number 1. They should be number 1. NFC West, you got the 49ers and the Seahawks. It's really just going to come down to those 2 teams. Cardinals and the Rams are mathematically out, unless just something crazy happens. But 49ers are undefeated in the division. They're likely to win this thing. If they stay on the same pace. They are on a 2-game winning streak, and then you got the Seahawks on a 3-game winning streak. Only 2 teams in the GFSSL remains undefeated. That's the Chargers and the Bears as of right now. Moving on, we always look at some news. The Cowboys DBs are ball hawks. Be careful around those guys. Brock Hurd, he said it's been confirmed that the Cowboys will be suiting up in their alternate uniforms. Cowboys did win that game, 265 yards from Claiborne and win over the Titans. I think the Cowboys have shown the league that that it's possible to run the ball. It's been some challenges for a lot of users, including myself. I'm in the middle when it comes to rushing yards, but I think that the Cowboys have shown us that it's possible to run the ball. They're being number 1 right now in rushing. Then you got the Packers, Chargers. Right now, I think we are sitting in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we're a little bit above the middle. So that's great. That's great right there. We're going to come up on 1,000 yards rushing. I definitely love that. Taking a look at some of the in-season awards, see if anything has changed. Anthony Richardson Sr. definitely leading the pack right now. I kind of feel like Shedeur Sanders should be there, but we did miss 2 games due to the suspension. So, it's what it is. AFC, you got Offensive Player of the Year, Jonathan Taylor. Not decided as far as how I'm going to do the incentives. I want to add other slots. I've been trying to do it for the rookies, but I'm going to figure it out before the season is over with. But as you guys can see, Offensive Player of the Year right now, Jonathan Taylor. But Eric Singleton Jr. should be up there as far as Offensive Rookie of the Year, 1,000%. Let's see if that's true once we get to it. Defensive Player of the Year, you got Milton Williams. Offensive Rookie, yeah, Eric Singleton Jr. probably going to win it. It's still early right now. Defensive Rookie of the Year, David Bailey. Best quarterback, Anthony Richardson Sr. Best running back, Jonathan Taylor. Best receiver, Eric Singleton Jr. That's damn good for a rookie. Best O-line, go to Cal. I'm not even going to try it. I know I should be practicing this for my real life commentary. That's what I need to be doing because I'm horrible. Milton Williams. Best linebacker goes to Ben Van Summeren. Best DB, C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Best kicker, Tyler Loop. That's what everything looks like for the AFC. NFC, you got Blake Horvath. Definitely been running the ball. Damon Claiborne is right up on him, though. Defensive Player of the Year, you got Fred Warner. Offensive Rookie, you got Blake Horvath. Defensive Rookie, you got Colin Wright. Best quarterback, Brock Purdy. I see where the 49ers Bandito had a case for him being MVP. This right here says a lot right there. I see what he mean. Best running back goes to Blake Horvath. Not right now, but these are as of right now, way too early. Barry and Brown. Best O lineman, Matt Mahoney. Best D line is Rashawn Gary. Best linebacker, Fred Warner. Best DB, Colin Wright. Best kicker, Dominique Zavada. And that's the way too early in season statistics. I think that's it, man. I think that's it. Yep, that's it right there, man. I hope you guys been enjoying these recaps. Once we get to the end of the season, we will make an announcement as far as incentives. We do have Absolution and we have Harvey both going to donate to help me with the incentives. So that's going to boost the pot up automatically. You guys know how Stephen A is. I like to reward you guys with a lot of money when I can. But when I'm getting help, it just makes things a lot more easier for me to not only pay out incentives, but it also allows for me to add other things along with incentives when we have guys pitching in. So it's not only just Super Bowl winner, MVP, Rookie of the Year, best draft. Now we can add in other things. The Stephen A. Smith Appreciation Award. We can add in Defensive Rookie of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year. When we start getting more and more guys contribute and donate, it allows for the incentives to be more enjoyable because I enjoy paying out the money to you guys, honestly. I believe I enjoy that more, just about more than actually playing the game. I enjoy watching the games and playing. I enjoy playing it, but I think it's more enjoyable when I know that I control a league that feels realistic because you're able to have some sort of incentives. I think that's pretty damn cool. Not that it's the world, but I just think it's cool. That's pretty much it, man. We're finna start resting guys. We're in the midway point. I really never really cared about XP. It's not. I just feel like let's have a different mentality when it comes to XP and what is the other thing they do? Abilities. I really don't care about those things. I've just started doing the coaching stuff, putting stuff on the coaches because I'm just a believer, man. It's all about X's and O's at the end of the day. But yeah, we'll keep you guys up